Attention all Rotnik Entertainment employees. The live stream will begin shortly. The event of fatal spring damage. You better run for your lives.
Oh, sure, I forgot to unpause it. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another live stream. It has been a bit, but thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate it, and we are going to do some awesome stuff here. So, if you couldn't tell by the title and the description already, we are going to be working on Trojan Horse today, which, if you don't know what that is, Trojan Horse is a part of Act 2 that I have never gotten to actually... Hold on, this is a little loud. I don't know if it's loud for you. I'll just mute it for a second. Trojan Horse is a part of Act 2 that I've never actually gotten to do. I've never gotten to the point where it's a part of the game, if that makes sense. But now I finally have, because I'm further in development than Act 2 than I've ever been, which is awesome. Anyway, oh wow! Thank you so much, Dev King. That's really generous of you. The cinematic was way too good. Thank you. I love the cinematic. That is so awesome. Thank you so much. But yeah, so we are finally at the point in the game where Trojan Horse happens, which means that it's time to start working on it. So this is what I've made in the past, and it looks all right. You know, it looks pretty cool. We got this triangle guy here, and then we got the, we got the map here. But the style's a little outdated, and I also can't draw very well. So this is gonna have to change, and that's what we're gonna do in today's live stream. So let me switch over to my main screen here. And a spin dash, that would be cool. No, so we're actually gonna play as a horse, like a knight riding a horse. And that's one of the reasons that I have to change the art style is because I cannot draw that for the life of me. Like if I have to draw that by hand, it's gonna be a nightmare. Alright, whoops. Oh shoot. I need to unpause Unity. There we go. Or pause, but whatever. So here we are, and so what my approach is for this new style. Let me make sure the background music's good. You guys should be able to hear that. Alright, that sounds nice. Cool, I think everything is good. Alright, I got the background music fixed from the last stream. But anyway, so what I'm gonna go with now, we have kind of a little bit of a mood board here. So what I'm kind of wanting to do instead of drawing all of these textures manually is we're gonna be rendering out 3D objects like this, like this as sprites, and then we're gonna import those into Unity. And this will kind of let us have an aesthetic kind of similar to like Factorio or a little bit Repo. Just this sort of like, I don't know how to describe it, but it's like a more grungy style. And obviously I'm way better at 3D art than I am of 2D art, so we'll be able to make it look a lot nicer. So that's what we're gonna do in today's stream, and I think it's going to be a ton of fun. So, I have some of the original Trojan Horse assets here, and I do really want to follow this sort of style, where we have like this gray and brown, but we're going to be remaking these in 3D. And so, without much else to do, I think we should just get started with that. So, first things first, I am wanting to establish kind of a base. So I think this is probably where I should start out with. This is the first texture I made for Trojan Horse itself, so this is probably a good starting point. But prior to the stream, I had messed with doing it procedurally, and here, I can switch my screen here. I came up with this like cool seamless UV thing here, where we can take a UV and we use sine and cosine to make it so it's seamless. But I mean, if we look at this, I don't think it looks like that. You know what I mean? Like, I could work on it longer, but also maybe it just isn't gonna work out. When you get the sec, can you explain the automation step? Oh yeah, I can just explain it right now. So real quick. If we go to venge.causticgames.com, progress act 2, we have this fancy new website here. So you can visit this whenever you want, and this updates live in real time with my internal tracking tool here. And to explain that question, these are all the different categories. So we have like blocking, loosey animation, etc. Automation, I will remove from the page at some point, because what this means is this automation is how much of this particular scene or this particular day is automated in terms of test coverage. So like, do I have automated tests that make sure all the features within that part work? This isn't a blocking feature, so if I don't finish the automation, that doesn't mean that I can't move on to the next point. So I will remove this and I won't have it included in the total. But that's what that means. But yeah, this website's super nice and it'll auto update every time I update my backend. So you can check on this and it'll give you the right information. But anyway, hopefully that answers your question. Hi Salada, you are late. Oh my gosh. So it's kind of like unit testing. Exactly. Because Venge has, I've been building out some automated tests where it can like launch into the path, choose a certain scene, do this. Even going so far as like playing the game by itself with pre-recorded areas. So it's good to have because my QA is not great within Venge and I'm tired of dealing with regressions. So anyway, hey everyone. Oh, it's good to see everyone come back. All right, so anyway, back to what I was saying here. What I was thinking of doing instead of trying to make this procedural and spending like an hour and a half on it is I think we're just going to use some textures. And I have quite a bit of a library here that we can pull from, but I think that would probably be the easiest. But also something I'm really excited about is because when I'm making stuff for Venge, I can't use procedural textures at all. And I started out as an animator with my animation stuff. So I love procedural stuff. Procedural stuff is amazing. It's incredible. So I've been so sad that I can't use it in Venge. I mean, not to the same extent. So being able to go back to my roots a little bit and use procedural stuff is going to be really awesome. But anyway, I can do it on this screen. I'm kind of looking for a rock texture. Maybe we could go with... I'm trying to think of... Well, actually, it'd be more like cobblestone. Let me make sure I'm not leaking anything. Probably should hide that. There we go. Let's see. Anywhere in here? I don't think I have it. All right, well, we're gonna go find some textures here. So when it comes to getting textures, my favorite places are either Polyhaven or Ambient CG. I think that's what it's called. They're both really, really nice places to find textures, and they're CC0, so you don't have to credit them, which is awesome. They're public domain, but that also means that anyone can use them. So you can find a lot of Venge textures there, and they're really nice. Okay, so this one looks kind of interesting. Here, let me pull up their little picture here. See, this kind of looks like that right here. See what I mean? Oops, I didn't mean to hide it. There we go. It kind of looks like that. So I think actually let's run with that one. The color's a little bit off, but I'm not too worried about that because, you know, we can fix it and make it look nice. But let me just download all this real quick. And the nice part about doing like pre-rendered stuff in Blender is we can have PBR materials and it won't cost us any extra performance. All right, let me organize this real quick. In the meantime, how have you all been doing? What was in that folder? Wait, what do you mean what was in that folder? Did I just spoil something? What did you guys see? Hold on, the download screen is blocking the chat, so I have to look on my phone. Yeah, I was working with a Varani texture, but it's hard. They're not my favorite textures. So, what did you guys see? Wait, what did you guys see? Oh shoot, you got me nervous. What did you guys see? I don't think you saw anything. No way. Yeah, you guys are just trolling. You guys, you're evil for that. And it's worked on me before. You guys have done that before and it's worked on me. I'm so paranoid about stuff getting leaked. You threw me off. Okay, what am I looking for? I'm looking for my textures. You threw me off. Where is it? Data. Oh, it's not sorted alphabetically. That's why I was having a hard time. Okay, we're gonna put this in the rock category. Yeah, it's called rock wall. All right, great. All Alright, let me just do this real quick. You can blame Salada for making this take longer than it needed to. Tricking me and stuff. Alright, there we go. So, let me open my stuff back up. Okay, perfect. Okay, so you guys can see that. Perfect. And let me just throw in this structure here. So, we're gonna be looking at. Yeah, there's literally nothing here. I'm looking at this. You guys are funny. You're so funny. All right. And we're looking for. I think it was just called rock something. Yeah, rock wall 14. Oh, we got another super chat. Thank you so much, computer bug June. Your name is cut off. June something. Thank you so much. Doing good. Also, here you go. Thank you. I really appreciate that. That is so welcome, or so appreciated. I guess that's the better word. You guys are really helping Act 2 come along. All right, here we go. There's a pretty big delay. Is there really? I need a big stream help. It says it's fine. Did I accidentally set my settings wrong? It should have low latency. It's the first time you donated. Thank you. Thank you. You're so amazing for that. All right. So I'm gonna do a little bit of work here on the shader to get it looking how we want, and we want it to be gray. Stompy's leaving already? Wow, Stompy, wow. I'm just kidding. Okay. So maybe like this, and it doesn't have to look super great because like, oh, I guess I should position this better. Because it's gonna be, you know, pixelated and whatnot. But I suppose it needs to probably match. So this is what it would look like. Oh wow, there's no lighting here, okay. So in terms of lighting, I'm gonna give it kind of a blue light. Cause I guess we can choose, this is gonna be what is the new sprites for Trojan Horse. I guess we can kind of choose how we want the lighting to look. So maybe I'll do like a slight bit of blue, I don't know. So this is what the sprite would look like. It's kind of underwhelming a little bit. Like it needs to look like this, kinda. So why is it? I don't actually want blue. Go back. That looks blue, doesn't it? Why? No, but I have the saturation at 0. What in the world? Why does this look blue? I'm not going crazy, right? This looks like blue. What in the world? But this should be... This is like a blue... Oh, I see the problem. It's because I need to saturate it before I multiply it. There we go, okay. There we go, that'll hopefully be better. Yeah, there we go, nice, okay. That's way better. Okay, I just had to saturate it first. Still looks a little blue, but whatever, okay. So... What if I inverted it? It is blue. Why? Yeah, the lighting should be white. You know what, whatever, I'm not gonna get caught up on this. Alright, let me get my... So if we do like this, and then we like maybe crop it down a bit, and then we grab this and make kind of the grass that we can see here, which is like this brownish color. Let's try this. In my head, all of this worked out really perfectly, by the way. And like, as I was imagining it, I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna be awesome. It's gonna be so easy. Like, what's this texture for? This is for the ground texture. So like, if you look at the screenshot, this is the ground. Sorry, I should have said that. I know you commented that a few times. My bad. But in my head, I was like, oh, this will be a piece of cake. This won't even be a challenge at all. But like, as we're getting into it, I'm like, wait, maybe not. Because I've also never done this sort of thing before. Why so blue, Avatar? So I think if I just like do this, and I do have to make sure they're seamless, but that's something I'll worry about a little bit later. Mystery song, what song is it playing? Oh, it's just Grim Travels, but on a different instrument. That was throwing me off for a second. All right, and then we'll grab, see the nice part about doing it, no, it's not supposed to be teeth, it's supposed to be grass. The nice part about doing it kind of fake, not fake, but, you know, doing it like this, is model quality. It doesn't have to be super high quality, I think. I don't know. Then if I go like here. It kind of looks like that color. Oh, you know what? I can just... No! Ugh. Linux has this stupid problem where on Blender, where you can't pick like a color outside of the window you're on. It's so annoying. All right. Oh my gosh, that looks terrible. What am I doing? Alice. Oh. What am I doing? No, that looks, what, why? Maybe I need to scale them up more. I want more ambient occlusion. You ever request a song you really want to listen to dubbed elemental? Oh, cool. That's like, I think you might be the first person who's ever said that, but I appreciate it. Yeah, let me find a song. You guys can request a song, by the way. The tool that Max made is super awesome. I can choose. Dubbed elemental. Here we go. All right. This is the Skydisk incident again, literally. All right, I'm gonna just grab random ones like this. And maybe scoot them back. Ah, what did I do? Ah! There we go, okay, we're good. No, that just kind of made it, like, gave it a receding hairline. Okay, how does this look? Why is it, ew! Why is it gray? Ugh! Do I have to have it not shiny? Is that the key? Can't have it be shiny? Ew, what is this? Ew! Oh my gosh, this is a nightmare. Maybe I just need to scale them up more. See, that looks good until I, like... It looks good until I render it. Ew! What is this gray stuff? No, you know what? We're not doing that. We're gonna... Oh, hold on, let me change my noise texture. Maybe it'll look a little bit nicer. That block hasn't brushed his teeth in a while. Literally. You know what? We're also gonna give it a little bit of light. Maybe that'll help. So if we like... Cause the sky is gonna be like a bluish color, right? So if I give it like a little bit of a blue light... Please work. I don't want this to be embarrassing for me. Okay, there we go, please. Ugh, this looks terrible. What am I doing? Oh, it's because I don't have any ambient occlusion. That's it. Yeah, that's totally the problem. All right, there we go. I'm just gonna fill this thing with ambient occlusion, like it's lip filler on a celebrity or something. Ugh. You know what? Here, I have another idea. I'm trying to make it look good. Okay. Ready? Watch. Here, we're gonna use displacement. Oh, it doesn't have a bump map. What? Why do you not have a bump map? Hold on a second, guys. Why do you not have a bump map? Well, no wonder it looks rough. There's no bump map on this thing. All right, 1 second. There's no shadows. Normal. There we go. All right, let me just do this real quick. Boom. There we go. That looks better. Can we just work on the horse? Yeah, we'll get to that point. Though, to be honest, I might want to model the horse off stream because I think it's gonna be super embarrassing for me. Okay, watch here. So what we can do is, I know Eevee has this feature recently. I can actually... How do I do this? Oh, here we go. I can actually have it displace and hopefully cast a shadow. What I'm gonna do actually is we're gonna get rid of the global lighting and we're gonna add in some more scene lights like this. Yeah, there we go. That looks better. And we'll center it on the camera so that it should have, you know, equal lighting, but we'll kind of make it look like this. Oh no, this is gonna be a disaster. No, I need to have global lighting. Okay, what if we just did like this? Just make it one, you know? All right, let's see. Yeah, the horse better not be skinny. I'll try my best, but I'm not the best at modeling things, so it might not turn out very well. You know what? Oh, you know what it might be? I wonder if it's the filter size. Maybe I'll try changing the filter size to like 1.1. Let's try that. It's kind of better. It just looks wrong. Maybe this was a mistake. Maybe I shouldn't be doing this. Maybe this design is not gonna pan out. Ooh, I have an idea. What if, I wonder if it's just because the rock is too small. Like the details are too small. Like I wonder if we did this. It's too glossy. Okay, I see what you mean. Let me try changing this light a bit. Make it, there we go. So what if we tried like, and we changed the roughness of this. We kind of did this, which made it more glossy, but I think it might look better. That did not help very much. What about now? It just looks too realistic. Yeah, you're right. It's way too detailed. I think that is the problem. So what I'm gonna try to do in that case is we're gonna use a color banding. I think that'll actually fix it. So we'll grab a color ramp. I don't know if you guys care to see this part, but we'll do just some color banding. Which, ooh, that does not look the best. But, hold on. Go like this. No. It just looks so bad. What if I tried this? Specular doesn't exist at all if it was bumped to the max. I see what you mean. Well, okay, it looks a little better. Sky disc all over again? Okay, what if I... How can I salvage this? What if I make this bigger? Right? And then I grab like some pieces here and kind of shrink this down. And kind of... Like, it feels a little disconnected, you know what I mean? So what if I tried like this? What are you working on? We're just arrived. We are recreating, or we're trying to figure out the style for Trojan horse here. No. Oh, you know what it is. I totally know what it is. The grass texture doesn't look like grass. That's a good point too. So maybe we need a... Well, see, I think also the big problem is they're conflicting. Like, this is super realistic, and then this is kind of cartoony, right? So I wonder what... Here's an idea I have. What if I... What if I dish the normal and ditch the displacement? Well, no, I'll keep the displacement. Actually, I'll keep the normal too. Well, okay, that just did nothing then. I'll change up the roughness a bit. But it almost needs to blend in. Limited to either 32 or 62 colors. 16. Ooh, can I do that in Blender? Let me see. Blender limit colors. Doesn't look like there's a built-in way to do it. Is there a... What is it? What is the effect called? It's like posterizing. Let's see if there's a node for that. I don't know if there is though. This is all stuff I should have done before the stream. There is! Oh, there is! Sweet. Okay, we'll use this then. Alright, let's see how that looks. Okay. Oh! Oh! There we go! Yeah! Look! This is exactly what we're looking for. Okay, so we can limit the colors. Alright, let's limit it to 64. Great. Except for, why is it blue? I don't want it to be blue. Why is it blue? No! Why? I literally have the world as white. Maybe I'll make it... Okay, maybe I just need to adjust the... Maybe I just need to make it opposite or something. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Ooh, that's so much better. Except for it's a little dark, but we can fix that. We can fix that. We can fix that. Okay, watch, ready? Then what I'll do is I'll go to the shader editor. Oh, you are a hero, Bart. You are a hero. You've saved this thing. This would have been a disaster. Okay, watch. Yeah! Yeah! Oh my gosh, okay, sorry. That's probably so loud for you. Boom! Does this not look great? I'm sorry, I'm probably being delusional. Does this, I feel like this looks amazing. This is exactly what I'm looking for. I feel like this is exactly it. Okay, then watch. Ready? Okay, this freed me from the shackles of hell. Watch. Then what we'll do is to make it look even better, we'll grab this and we'll kind of loop it around the bricks to make it look, see? Look, it looks like it's intentional. Like it looks like the grass grew between the plants. And that's, yeah. This looks beautiful. That doesn't look great, but you know, it's the thought that counts. Yeah, the sky disc incident is no more. We're good. We're salvaged. Okay, let's see. It looks so good. Okay. Sorry. Wow. Oh, you know what? We need a bump map on this guy. We need a bump map on these thingies up here. Oh my gosh, I feel so much adrenaline from that. All right, there we go. Distance. Oh. Okay, maybe not that shiny. We don't need. They don't need to be shiny. They don't need to be shiny. We can make them not shiny. Ugh. Sorry. Don't mind Atlas in the background. He's being a nuisance. Okay, so if I do this, I don't want it to be as shiny. Just like that. There we go. Is that poop? No, it's supposed to be like dried grass. Ooh. Wait, watch. Ready? Then what we could do is we can make it small. Look. Yeah. We can put little guys sticking up like this. Yes. There we go. You're like looking at this and you're like, wow, look at all those little guys sticking up. Boom, render. Beautiful. What can I say? Okay, but I have another idea here. What we're gonna do. Well, okay, first of all, I do want a little bit nicer shadows here. Just like that. There we go. Okay. Alright. Okay, you know what? That looks good. That looks. Ooh! Wait, okay, look at it from far away. I feel like that looks good. Right? Doesn't that look good? Okay. Here's what we're gonna do though. We're gonna do something a little fancy here. Ready? Let me switch over to my compositing screen here. I'm gonna I just love this tiny little thing. Oh, don't put any smoothing on the texture node so it's extra pixelated. Okay. Hold on, let me make this thing bigger so it doesn't look as silly. Okay, no. Okay, hold on. We're just gonna disable this for now. There we go. Okay. Fit. There we go. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get the color balance node. Oh right, I forgot they changed it. Did they rename it? It was like my favorite compositing node. It was like, I just hope they renamed it. Adjust color correction. No, it like had like the, you know what I'm talking about? It had like the little balls, like the 3 balls and the color balls, and you could choose like the different color balls. That was my favorite compositing node. They got rid of it. Or they didn't get rid of it. They just changed it to be not balls. That's upsetting. Okay, whatever. Well, I guess you have this now. All right, what we're gonna do is we're gonna give it. Well, actually, do we even want to give it a blue tint, or what if we gave it like an orange tint, like that? It's a Minecraft icon. That's so funny. Or what if we gave it a green tint? You know what? We're not gonna do that. We're gonna be open-minded. Wait, it looks so good. Sorry. I just keep looking at it. We're gonna be open-minded here, and we are going to let the game tint it in any color. What in the world? What does this icon mean? Why do I have this icon? Whatever. Okay. This looks so good. I'm so happy with this. What is going on with my blender? Hey, hold on 1 second. What is going on here? There we go. Okay, we're good. We're good. Most arcades don't use this style. That is true. That is true. But I think like if I had like if I was like God and I had every talent in the world, then I think I probably would have stuck with the original style. But just for the sake of getting this, oh, wow, thank you, Blender. It just crashed. All right. Just for the sake of getting this game out, I think I might have to make some sacrifices, but I think it'll be fine. I think it'll all come out together. Okay, so. And the really, really nice part about this style too is then we can make all of these textures super, super easily. But anyway, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna render this out, which this looks good. But you know what I kind of want to do too? I kind of want to grab like this and like put a little bit of like this, like just little specks of gobbledygook. You know what I mean? Like as if it's like grass growing or something. I don't know. Here, we'll do that so we can kind of visualize what it might look like pixelized. You know what I mean? Just like this to kind of help blend the two together. Now, we're not going to spend the whole live stream working on this texture because I could do this off stream and it'd be kind of boring. It looks sick, you think? That's funny. Thank you. All right, there we go. There we go. Okay. Boom. You know what? That looks good. That looks good. That looks really good. And what we're going to do, and this also makes it so easy to do this, like multiple different variants. Anyway, sorry. Okay. We're going to render this out. Save as, we're going to call this. And I actually learned that we don't even need to make a texture atlas because Unity will do that for us. We're gonna call this Trojan horse grass top 1. Like that. Okay, perfect. All right, next one. And what I'm gonna do is to make it super easy to render all of this, I'm gonna just move the camera over. And we'll move it over, we'll say 4 to give it a lot of space. All right, next up, what I want to do. I think it would be more fun to work on this building right here, right? Do you guys agree? Or should we work on like one of the signs? Excuse me. Should we work on, or I guess one of the trees. We can also do the trees. The building? I think so too. Hold on, let me close this poll. It looks like you guys decided that Lucy and the player would be better at Trojan horse, not Mila, which is interesting. The building? All right, let's make the building. Cool. So the cool thing is too, now that this is all in the same world, we can make this the right style. So it looks like this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks. So, you know what I'm actually gonna do? I'm gonna change the world scale here too. This one. Oh no, to be 2. Okay. So each block is one pixel. Who's Mila? Oh, Mila is Lucy's secret code name. Yeah. You have absolutely no idea who that is. Yeah, that's our secret code name. 6 games inside of Venge? That's literally what it feels like. That's actually what it feels like. It's crazy, but I promise it'll all work out really well together. Okay, can I just say, Trojan horse is one of the first things that I came up with for Act 2, like in terms of 2.0, and it is one of the coolest things. Like for me, at least, I'm not like great with storytelling. So for me, like coming up with it and then like how it all works in the story, just it's so awesome. I'm so proud of it. I'm so proud of it. You guys are gonna see. It's like it's crazy. I mean, obviously, like there's an aspect of it that's like really obvious. Like it's called Trojan horse, and obviously the story of Trojan horse, if you don't know, is that they built a horse, and then they all hid inside of it, and then like attacked or whatever. So, you know, not exactly subtle, which, but I can't say, you know, how it's gonna play into Act 2 and everything, but it's like, I'll just say it's layers. There's like layers to it, and I'm so proud of it. It's so cool. Anyway. I really don't like how I made it 2 instead of 1. Hold on. We're gonna have to do some changing here, because ideally it would be here. We're just gonna scale everything by half. There we go. We're gonna line this back up. But I think you guys already know where the Trojan Horse game itself comes into play. Essentially what happens is, oh, that just broke. Yeah, essentially what happens in Act 2 is, on one of your guys' adventures, Lucy finds the Trojan Horse game machine, and then she decides to bring it home because she's like, oh my gosh, this will be so fun. And she decides to bring it home. And that's all I can say. That's all I can say. But so I think I forgot what day it's a part of, or I don't want to say what day it's a part of. But you guys will have the opportunity to actually physically play the Trojan Horse. The Trojan Horse. How could she carry it? She has like a storage minecart that she brings. You have an opportunity to play Trojan Horse with Lucy. So it's also a multiplayer game too with Lucy. So, well, not multiplayer, it's single player, but you know what I mean. And so I'm so excited for it. It's gonna be so cool, so cool. All right, so here we go. All right, this should be rendering just as good as it was. Nice. I think it added a little bit more detail than there used to be, but you know what? Whatever, it's fine. Okay. In her minecart? Yeah. How could she carry? Oh, I already answered that one. The Trojan Horse has the chairman virus, but chairman beats it. That's a good theory. Maybe. All right, so, oh shoot. Why are you moving? No. You should not be moving. Stop that. Don't do that. Only the camera can move. Okay. We're gonna move the camera over here. And let's first get this aligned with the pixels. Not the pixels, the grid. All right. And then we gotta get this scaled up. So this is looking like it should be 7. Just like that. All right, perfect. But see, here's the problem with this, and it's kind of an unavoidable problem. Each of these pictures need to be different resolutions, right? So, wait a second. This is actually genius. Hold on, watch this. Rather than rendering like every single tile individually, what if I just like literally made it part of the atlas, the texture atlas? So like then we would have like, hold on, let me dissolve. Hold on a second, let me just kind of make this like this, right? And then we literally render the texture atlas. So if we're gonna make this, we'll make this, I don't know, what's a good number, 16? Does this make sense? So actually, maybe it needs to be an odd number? Like a sprite sheet, yeah, exactly, because we're already rendering it, and theoretically every tile is going to be unique enough, so why not just render it as the texture sheet? That would actually be so much easier, because then I don't have to worry about, because the problem I was dealing with just now is like, okay, I can do this, but then I have to change the resolution of the camera every single frame, which I really don't want to do. But I can just avoid that completely by rendering the entire texture sheet. I think that'll work. I mean, like the lighting might be a little weird like this, but that's something we can absolutely fix. So if we just scoot all of this over and like line this up, well, I don't want to scoot the camera over, but if we scooted all of this over like this, there we go, see? Then we'd render, I gotta get rid of this like pixelation thing. Well, let me just actually, so if we make this, if we go from 64 to 64 to maybe 5 by 12, 5 by 12 by 5 by 12. Will that look good? Just gonna need to pick a good resolution. Looks like we need a little bit higher. We could try 10. Oh, we're already rendering at that resolution, shoot. See, now that's a little too much. So we'll render it at this resolution. I think this will look good. Uh-oh. My live stream window just crashed. Are we still good? We still live? I think we are. Okay. I think we're still good. All right, perfect. So then what we can do is, here, let me move this light. We need to literally move it right onto the corner here. All right, we're still good? Awesome, perfect. So then if I literally just move it like this, right? I think that should work. Right? Like, surely I'm not crazy here. So then what we can do is we can just move the building like, oh, I need it. We can just move the building. We'll put it maybe right in the corner here. And then we'll work on the building. And then when it's done, we just like plop it in. And then we just render one single spray image and then we can make a bunch of different ones. Oh, watch. Then what we can do is like, I may want like, this one could just be the blocks. So like we can make a marker here. Oh, shoot. Dang it. There we go. So like we'll make a marker here. What's the command to make a marker? Add marker. And we'll call this, we'll call this block or tiles, right? Oops, that's not how you spell tiles. There we go. And then the next frame, we'll move it all the way over here. Ah, shoot. I'm already messing up. There we go. And then the next frame, we'll add a new marker for buildings. See? So then we just render the different. Oh, I feel like a genius right now. It's probably nothing crazy, but I feel like a genius. Buildings. Perfect. Then we move the buildings to its own tile. Boom. See? Then we can. Oh, shoot. Boom. Then we can render two different texture maps. I feel like that's. Is that not good? I don't know. So. Ooh, I do see a problem though. The posterize effect is. Oh, shoot. We need to disable motion blur. Let me turn that real quick. The posterize effect is probably not gonna like the fact that there's significantly more colors now. So maybe I'll just give it twice as much. I think that should be good. You happier now? No, it lost kind of its effect a little bit. It doesn't look as good. We'll give it like that. There we go, there we go. Okay, there we go. Nice. All right, then let's start with the building. Sorry, that was a long-winded explanation for something so simple. All right, we'll go here. All right, perfect. So let me grab the building for reference, which is you. But I really don't want keyframes. Turn off, get rid of your keyframes. Here we go, okay. No, oh my gosh. Okay, the building. Okay, so what this is made out of is we have bricks, right here, geometry dash reference. I don't entirely. Oh, this. So what this means, I need to change it. This is supposed to be package company, Packco. It's not really obvious, but we'll make it look better. Okay, so what we're gonna do is let's just kind of carve out a basic plan. So it kind of looks like this, but then these here are kind of. We can go like this. These here are kind of bit bigger, like this. You know what, actually I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna 5.5, there we go. So we could do like half is easier, like that. And then why is that isolated in the middle of the forest? That is a good question. That is a very good question, and we will hopefully figure the answer of that out. Okay, so this gives us 4, which isn't entirely what we have up here. Okay. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna divide this actually up into 8. I'm getting flashbacks to my Minecraft days here. Okay, so if we have a window, well, actually, it would be more like this. This is actually so fun. Just like this, right? Oops. But then technically the window would be inset a bit more. So let me actually add a solidify here, just so we can kind of have some sort of depth like this. I'm about to make a cameo. Exactly. All right, so we'll push this back a little bit like this. And I do want this to be 1/8 as well. Oh, that did not work. Why did that not work? Okay, whatever. Maybe it needs to be ×2. There we go. Okay. And then this probably should be a little higher. Like that. And maybe a tiny bit thinner. Which I think we can accomplish. by grabbing all of these guys. And actually, let me move it. Let me have 16 instead of 8. Divided by 2. Okay. Just so, you know, it's taking up like 1 pixel instead of 2. Just like that. There we go. And like so. Very nice. And then we'll add the door here. So the door will be easy. We'll just copy paste this, scale this down a bit. Move it down. Just like so. Thank you so much, computer. Hold on, your name's cut off. I hate that it does that. Can I see your full name? Computer something. I wish I could see it, but thank you so much. You are incredible. I really appreciate that. You said here's some money. Thank you. You are actually like single-handedly pushing Act 2 so far along. You have no idea how much that helps. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. All right. What an icon. What a legend. All right, we're gonna scoot this over a tiny bit, just like that. And I'm so sorry that I don't have the AES thing set up where it like goes boop and like reads your message out. I'm so sorry. I'll get that up as soon as possible, just because I moved computers. But there we go. Okay. Then we'll build the little door into here. Yeah, everyone, I don't know, give a clap or a shout out to Computer Bug Juice. They are iconic. All right. Here we go. And then we'll make that little sign that goes in the window, just like this. Yeah, well, it was, and the funny thing was, I switched from Windows to Linux, and it was because Windows completely self-destructed, and it wasn't like it wasn't a planned thing. It was, it was an emergency thing that I had to do overnight, and so it was a disaster. It was a full disaster, but yeah. So I lost a lot of my I lost all of the music files that I have since like 2025. I lost a lot of my save stuff for games. It was not ideal at all, but you know what? I'm happy that I'm on Linux now. It's been incredible so far. Okay. So then what we're gonna do is, I feel like this is a good replica so far. We're gonna scale this down and make the little roof thingy. I am using Fedora. I tried a bunch of different ones because I really wanted to use an Arch-based one, but I tried, my first one was Endeavor, didn't work, it just never installed. So then I tried Kashi, and Kashi didn't work. Then I tried Linux Mint when I first got my new computer. I'm almost at 8K, am I really? Wait a second, am I actually? Let me go see that. Oh yeah, I am, I'm like 3,000 away, wow, cool. Yeah, everyone subscribe if you're not already. I imagine everyone here is already subscribed though. But I tried Kashi, and then I eventually settled on Fedora. And I love Fedora. It's been great. Any advice for people who want to start game dev? I would just say go for it. Like, even if you don't have an idea or anything, just start making something, and then it'll come to you, or you'll find something that's fun, and then you'll work on that. But this is gonna sound a little hypocritical, but I would not start with a large project. I really would strongly recommend against it. I wish someone had gotten that through my head when I started Venge, but you know what? Here we are. The ads, I'm sorry. I wish I could turn them down a little bit more. I have them set on the lowest setting. Or join a game jam team. That's also great. That's a great idea as well. All right. So then, okay, let's just start texturing this thing. So the nice part about this again is we don't have to spend a ton of time texturing this. So if I just get like let me get an ambient occlusion node here, and we're gonna give it like that kind of grayish texture here. All right, and then I'm gonna give it a little bit of noise just to kind of spice it up a bit, but we're gonna use that as a bump map instead of a color. We should hopefully give it some much needed texture. Okay, maybe not that much. There we go. All right, and then we're gonna we're gonna call this stucco. And let's make a new texture right here, and it's gonna be called white trim. Can we have a motivational quote? Sure. Let me try to think of one. Just don't overthink and just do it. I guess. I don't know. That's the best I got. Have I heard of Subnautica 2? Don't even get me started on Subnautica 2. I love Subnautica 2. I've been playing it nonstop. If you're wondering why Act 2 is taking so long, I have 3 things to blame. Satisfactory, Subnautica 2, and Factorio. Those games I love so much, and I play them far too much. So if you're ever like, ugh, Act 2 is taking forever, that's why. And don't blame those games, by the way. Don't blame those games. Blame me for my lack of self-control. Why is Trojan becoming 3D? Because I lack the skills needed to make Trojan Horse look good in 2D. So we're gonna work smarter, not harder, and utilize the skills that I have rather than trying to make something that won't look as good. And also, I just, I wanted to make it look a little bit different. What am I looking for? I'm looking for metal. Here we go, metal. All right, we're gonna grab this metal texture here. Please don't crash. Please don't crash. Please don't crash. No, no, Blender, no! What in the world? Oh, my mouse died. My mouse died. 1 second. I thought it crashed, but my mouse died. Shoot. I thought my mouse died. Alright, well. Alright, there we go. We're back. Sorry. Yeah, exactly. I thought it locked up because it happens sometimes and it scared the crap out of me, but it was just my mouse. All right, we're good. Back to what we were doing. Why is this texture not showing up? Hey, because there's no mapping. There we go. Okay, there we go. We got some little cute metal trim here. It probably won't show up very well, but the details for this thing. Oh, I feel so stupid. My mouse, like a few days ago, my mouse started randomly like acting weird, and like the sensitivity went all weird, and I was like getting frustrated by it. Yeah, that's because it was dying. I didn't even notice. All right, here we go. We'll make stucco. I guess it doesn't do very much because it's all flat. All right. Grab all of this and give this the white trim. And then I'm excited for this. Watch. Ready? This is gonna look so cool. We're gonna make that background gradient blue gradient. Oh, wait! Sorry. I need to stop screaming in the microphone. Wait, I have an idea. Watch this. Ready? You're gonna hear my idea. This is gonna be so cool. Let me move this over to the screen here. Oh! So we're just falling off of the screen. Okay. Watch, ready? Check this idea out. We're gonna put this like right in the corner here. I'm sorry, I just get so excited. Okay, here we go. So what we're gonna do is rather than paint a background like I did here, ready? What we're gonna do is we're gonna use volumetrics because we're rendering this in 3D so we can actually do like some more complicated stuff. So we're gonna use volumetrics to... It does look a little bit like cardboard, you're right. I will fix that, don't worry. We're gonna use volumetrics to give this building some depth, and then we can actually add real props into it. This is gonna be so cool. Primary volume, just like this. If we render that, just lower the density a bit, which will give it a nice little natural fade look, I think. There we go. Oh, that's plugged into the wrong spot. There we go. See? Ooh, it's been an hour already? Wow. Time flies when you're having fun, I guess. Okay. Shoot. I really thought we'd make more progress than we are. Okay. So see if we go like this, then what we can do is if we grab like this, then we can use this to make boxes. Which actually, I'm gonna separate this into its own mesh, and we'll make a cardboard box set, like a dedicated one. Which I actually, watch this, I already actually have the texture for it. Look at me being prepared. I think it's a part of textures, master, studio props 2. Here we go. You guys are gonna see some behind the scenes Venge textures. Look at that. This is the Act 1 real world texture set for Act 1. But I already have this box texture here, which is actually a real box that I took a picture of. So, a little fun fact for you. I don't remember what it was though. Boom. So I don't like that it says sticky note shipment, so let me just kind of shift it down to this one. There we go. Boom. Look at this quality. Look at this quality. Oh, why are you not in frame? What? Okay. That is the run from the real world. It's. Well, why are you moving? No, stop. Why is this building moving? There's no reason this building should be moving. Oh my gosh, what in the world? No, stop. Stop, why? Don't move around. Oh my gosh. There we go. Alright, then we'll put a box here. Wait, this is gonna look so good. This is gonna look actually so good. You know what? We'll put another box here. And we gotta shift these into the, or more accurately, we gotta move the volume to match. See, doesn't this look so good? And then we'll grab this and we'll have this act as the back wall. Just like that, which we'll just set as a black. There we go. And we'll just have this be black. All right, and then I'm gonna make the gradient a little bit less shiny with this. And then I'm gonna add a light. Oh, I love this, doing this. This is so fun, actually. Ooh, don't love that. Actually, I don't love that at all. Maybe just do a little bit like this. Okay, maybe we need to bring this back up, but we need to have it be a little stronger. But if I did like maybe a darker, you know, we'll even do this. We'll make it a gradient, and we'll get a color ramp. Hopefully, do you guys mind that I'm doing this on the other screen? I just feel like it would take more time to switch it over. But if you guys want me to switch it over, then I can for sure. We go. All right, so let me rotate this gradient. Just like that. And then if I go here, there we go, we'll make this top part more blue. And then this bottom part, we'll go with a purple for now so I can scale it correctly. There we go. And we'll make the bottom part, in my original image, it's darker up top, lighter in the bottom. Darker up top, lighter in the bottom, which doesn't make a lot of sense, but whatever. Okay, which it gives this like banding look, which I don't love. So what we'll do to fix that is I'll just use a noise texture. And what you can do, actually, here, I'll flip the screen for this. What you can do for the noise texture is if you get a mix node, this is actually so cool. You can take the color as the input, and then you can use a noise to distort the normals. Just like that, and then you can scale that as much as you need to. Just like so, and then you can change the settings to make it look better. But that's a little fun fact for you. And you can use that to kind of vary up the normal. So then when we switch back to the main screen here, you can see it looks a little bit more diverse, but yeah. Okay, so one thing that also is kind of throwing this off for me is I think we actually do need a glass. So what I'll do is I'll go here and I'll grab a piece of a sheet here and I'll throw in glass. And then I'll make sure to cut the door out because the door is not part of the glass. Just like that. Perfect. Now me glass. And boom. I don't know how well that's gonna come across, but okay. So it's not rendering the volume, which is not ideal. Why? I don't know. Why are you not rendering the volume? I feel like you should be. Hold on a second. Right? It should be rendering the volume, not just... What? I don't know how this works. You know what? We're not going to do a gloss shader. We're just going to fake it with a transparency shader. So we'll go here. We'll make it very shiny. And we'll make it transparent like this. And if we make it like this, then what we can do is we can go in and we can add in a light. Like so. We can make it real big. Just like this. And they don't? Oh, that sucks. I don't think it's worth switching to cycles though for it. And then for our light here, we'll make this set to be only reflections and no volume. Except for I want it to be blended low-key. So then if I make this brighter, it should show up as a reflection. Perfect. Oh my gosh, what in the world? No! Why? Why do you keep doing this? Stop! I don't even have any keyframes on you. What in the world? There we go. Go back. You're driving me crazy. Go back. Render a mask and use some blur to simulate glass. Gotcha. I think I would do that, but I don't really want it to be blurry. It's supposed to mimic pixel art. Okay. It's all moved forward and everything. Great. Okay. Here. Just like that, but we'll move it a tiny bit in. Alright, great. So, now we should have that glassy look, which we do. So it's a little goofy looking at the moment because it's not going through all of it for some reason. Why? I just need to push the glass a little bit further back. What? Why are you being... What? Why? Alright, well, hold on. We're gonna... I've actually never done this style before. This is actually really cool. I think I might low-key do this more. There we go. Ooh, yeah, look, look. There we go. So then we can... See what I mean? I feel like this looks great. And then we can... utilize this. Oh, this should go behind. There we go. Like that. Just kind of give it that glassy look, you know? Then what we'll do is we'll grab this. We'll grab our glass material. And we'll increase the roughness so it doesn't look as soft. Boom. Ah, the stupid boxes! Oh my gosh. This is driving me crazy. The models have a mind of their own. Literally. This is actually fully driving me crazy. Why are they doing this? Okay, here we go. We're back. Okay. We'll put the boxes in the window. Just like this. We'll move them at different distances. Great. I feel like that's coming along really well. And what we'll even do is, because they look a little out of place, we'll add that color banding to this. So we get a color ramp node. We go like this. It's gonna make it grayscale, but let's focus on this, and we'll go from black to like a brown. Here we go. And we'll go like this and just sample a few points and then make them constant. And we can adjust it. Like this. See what I mean? Boom. Like that. Will that help? I don't know. But it might. Except for I do... Yeah, you know what? That's fine, that's fine. And then what we'll do is we'll actually mix in the original color with it. So that we can get some... this. We can get the best of both worlds. We can either have the original or the mixed. Perfect. Alright, how does that look? There we go. Perfect! Alright, now let's give this stucco a bit of a better texture because it kind of looks a little ugly and it's kind of holding everything down. Let's give it a brick, I imagine. I think that would look nice. medium. Textures. Brick. We'll give it kind of a bigger brick. The glass is looking really good. Thank you. I'm actually really proud of this. This is turning out surprisingly well. Okay, I actually have the perfect brick texture. Brick 57. Here we go. Oh shoot. Oh shoot, I messed it up. Alright, textures, bricks, 57. Boom. Take a look at this brick. Ready? Oh, what? Why are you not? Oh, because it's UV based. Gotcha. Alright, ready? 3, 2, 1, boom. Oh, that actually looks terrible. Okay, one second. We'll make it look better, I promise. We'll scale this up. There we go. You're at the beach right now? Lucky! That's so fun. Okay. So this looks fine, but we're gonna do the same color banding thing we did. Because I don't like it entirely, so we'll give it kind of that, like, yellowish stucco color. Not ew, that's a little gross. There we go, and I do want to get rid of some of the contrast. We're gonna do that here. There we go. Get more of that orangish color. And then I'm gonna even desaturate it a bit. Just like this, and desaturate it. There we go. Except for, it kind of looks like a gross color. There we go. Oh, we can't do brick. We can't do brick at all. Well, we can. We just have to make it super desaturated. It's like you can kind of barely tell it's brick. Because look, we have brick on brick and that would not make any sense. All right, so let me just grab that color here. There we go, okay. Perfect. And then we need to add the blue lights. Oh, that sounds so nice. You know, I'm actually trying to plan a trip to England. So I'm actually really excited about that. England looks so cool. I'm so jealous of you guys. You guys have such a cool country. There's like basically every country. I know that's kind of just how like traveling is, but like every country looks so cool. Well, yeah, for the most part. All right. Ooh, look at these rim highlights. It's gonna look awesome. All right. And the nice, actually, you know what? The nice part about this method is we can just easily adjust the entire lighting for the whole system. So if we want to make it look a little bit darker, we give it like a little bit more of like a, like watch here, I'll give it a very dark like this, but then I'll add a sunlight. Which, let's see how that affects our grass. Ooh, not in a great way. Okay. See that, ooh, then we can have all this natural shadows. We don't even have to work for it. Awesome, this is awesome. Shadow, jitter. And we'll give this kind of a bluish tint. Maybe I'll give it a slightly different shadow, which there's gonna be technically two, whatever, it's fine. And this will just kind of act as like a fill to help give it some better stuff. But I don't want the shadow, I see how sharp the shadows are, I want to change that. How do I change that? Angle? I think it is angle. Alright, we're gonna make the angle a bit bigger then in that case. There we go. How does it look with crunch filter on? Let's see. Oh, right. I gotta render this frame. Okay, it's cute so far, but it looks a little too Roblox. You know what I mean? It doesn't look as good as it does in this picture. So that's okay though. We can fix that. So what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna work on the sign. So we'll push the sign out like that. And I think it's about this big. Push it out a little further. We can do limited dissolve on this. Push it out like this. And we're gonna do the white trim. Which just needs to be a little bit more white, I think. I like the metallicness of it, But let's just increase the saturation a bit. Or the value, not saturation, sorry. Yeah, I do agree. It could look a bit better. So what we're gonna do now is, I do have it in the compositor if we look through. Well, I think I actually turned it off because I couldn't get the scale right. Let me do that real quick, actually. Yeah, here we go. But it's obviously not gonna be that pixelated. I think it's gonna be about 10 times better. Oops. 5. Roughly that. Okay. We need a bump map on this thing. That's what's kind of throwing it off, it looks like. Just like that. Perfect. Nice, nice. And then what we'll do is we'll get some text. And this is the nice part, is I don't have to draw this font manually. We're gonna go package co. And I can do the whole text now because I think I'll have enough pixel space. All right. And let's get a font. I think I'm gonna use, I don't know what font I'm gonna use yet, but let's look through my little database thing here. Fonts. I'm kind of thinking maybe Oswald, the default font. What about this one? This one could look nice. Let's see. We definitely need to extrude it like that. For a gameplay snippet? Yes, of course. I have a gameplay snippet planned. I actually have 2 different possible ones, and we can take a look at whichever one you guys want. Ooh, this is looking so nice. Okay, and we'll give it like a black, metallic-y look. Yes. So the teasers we can either do an Act 2 gameplay teaser, or we can do a Columbi teaser. You guys can choose. Relatable. Alright, I might need to kind of scale this actually in a bit. Okay, the text doesn't look the best, to be honest, but I think that's fixable. So in this one, I wonder if we could, you know what it needs? Oh, I think I know what it needs. It needs like little doodads. Like this. If we just push this up, and then we give it that same black material. Just like this. There we go. Cool. All right, let's see what this looks like rendered. Ooh, nice, nice. That's looking pretty good. Where did that box go? No! You... Ugh. Stupid box. Stay where you need to be. Oh my gosh. Stay. Go back in. It doesn't want to be in this room for some reason. I don't get it. Whatever. Here, let's stack a little bit more boxes and be kind of fun about it. You'll be back for the teaser. How will you know when the teaser happens, though? The establishment is looking pretty good. I agree. Oh. Wait, I just noticed something. In my original drawing here, these white things actually stuck out way more, like that. We gotta do that real quick. Here we go. Shove this out a bit. What are the endings of Trojan Horse? Is that what you mean? All right, let's do this little curtain thing next. The fox is trying to escape? No, seriously. Do it at the end of the stream. We might do it at the end of the stream, or I might do it randomly to see if people stick around. I don't know. All right, scale this up and scale this inwards. I've made these so many times. Oh, like the entire game, but not sure about Trojan Horse. There is gonna be a few different endings. I think 2, 2, 3 endings for the entire game. And they are almost entirely based on which bosses you killed and spared throughout the game. So, that's what that... You'll understand the mechanic. Act 2 teaches you, like, what the mechanic actually is. Because right now it's not super clear. Like why you should kill or spare or whatever, but Act 2 will teach it to you. So, you have that to look forward to, I guess. We'll go like this, and we'll push these guys out. What about the sticky notes? Do they affect every end? Effect? I don't know what you mean entirely by effect, but they will... Well, there's no more sticky notes after Act 1. Spoiler alert. The last sticky note that we see is being like, hey, I'll meet you soon in person. And then that's the last we hear of the sticky note person. Is it gonna be a canon ending? Yes, there's a canon ending. Okay, I think this looks good. And then we'll give this a curtain material. And we'll go with like a brown. So for this one's more of a desaturated brown. And we'll give it like a roughness. And then this, the story notes? I don't know entirely what you mean by that, but I think so. Okay, there we go. Nice thing going on here. Can I even make it better? Ooh, this is looking really nice. Nice, nice. Oh, the trailer done things? Those sticky notes are more for minor decisions. So, like if you do something that minorly affects the game, then you'll get a sticky note saying that. Or you'll get a story note saying that you did that. But they are very useful. I would pay attention to them if you have not already. But they're not going to be like, they're not going to define like the main ending of the game or anything. It's also just another way to keep track of what secrets you've unlocked and whatnot. Alright, I want to go for a cloth texture, which I should have a fabric here. What sort of fabrics do I have? It's taking forever to load. Oh, the story notes. Gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, the story. Yeah, I already explained that. But, all right, we're gonna go with fabric 22 here, which looks like this. Nice, but then I don't like the colors, so we're gonna play around with that color a bit. That looks better. But we're gonna shift this around. Okay, I don't like that. There we go. There we go. Okay, that's better. That's better. We're gonna give this ambient occlusion. And I think cloth has kind of a sheen to it, so let's play around with that a bit. Give it a bump map. Just like so. And less roughness. Well, actually, you know what? That looks good. Let's see how that looks. So why can you toggle them off, on and off? You toggle them on and off to be able to see just like how it affects things. Like say for example, one of them is if you save Schraubernauber, and if you do, then he like shows up later, and then you could turn it off if you wanted to see the other ending, for example. Okay, so it's reflecting a lot on the sky, which I don't like. Okay, there's a wild idea. Here's that render the colors no lighting, and then render the normal pass. Oh, so I can do dynamic lighting in Unity. That's an interesting idea. That's a really interesting idea, actually. You know what? We might try that. Maybe not in this stream, but we might try that, because that would actually be quite cool. All right, there we go. It just looks like it looks flat. You know what I mean? It looks flat. I think it's because we're missing this like detail. Oh, I just realized this isn't bricks at all. It's like It's like big siding panel or something. You see what I mean? Like, look, if you look really closely, I know it's like filtered weird, but like there's like little vertical lines. Oh, I messed that up so bad. Well, I think I have a way to switch it. We might just be able to do this. This might be cheating though. Can I just like do this? And just like maybe rotate it? No. No. Well, actually, you know what? That might look fine. That might look fine. Let's see. Oh, it's so obvious I just did that. Oh no, we can't do that. We can't do that at all. Well, maybe if I squished it like this. Maybe let's try that. Let's try that. You know, it might work. It might work. I gotta adjust the contrast on it though, so it's not as visible. Hopefully. How do I? Oh, it's not really helping too much because there's a bump map. Let me turn this down a bit. There we go. There we go. Yeah, it's just these are reference images inside of Blender, and I wasn't able to find any settings to change their filtering, so I think we just got to stick with them being blurry. It's kind of annoying, but all right, let's make this brick thing. This should be really straightforward. So what we'll do is we'll make a separate object here. We don't need to make a separate object, but whatever, it'll make it easier. Kind of do this. We push it in like half. There we go. All right, and this goes all the way up to like right here. So then if we just get a special brick texture, which what I'll low-key do is just grab this stucco, make this browner. We'll go with kind of a browner brown. And then scale this down, rotate it, and kind of place it within here. There we go. And then what we can do is like this. See? Except for this gap is ginormous. It should not be this big. Go like this. Boom. Like that. And then let me duplicate this down here. We'll kind of shift this around a little bit. I don't think this is the best pattern for bricks, but whatever, it'll work fine enough. So these are scaled down a little bit more. Just like this. Make them a little darker. Just like this, and then maybe let's give some random ones a little bit of texture offset so that it doesn't look like they're copied and pasted. Ooh, this is looking nice. Ah, this is looking so good. Okay. Wow. Look at that lighting, the way it shines on there. It actually looks really nice. Okay. Wow, look at that. That looks really good, actually. And we can get rid of these ones down here. It does not need to look this good. It does not need to look this good at all, okay. And then we'll move this over here. Ooh, it doesn't fit perfectly. We can just scale them. No one will ever know, right? You guys won't ever tell. All right, there we go. We'll scoot that like that. Nice. And then, one thing I did notice that it had kind of little roof thingamabobs that I forgot to put on, so we'll just do that real quick. Like just little roof thingies. This. There we go. All right, let's render this out and see. Oh, looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. All right, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cheat a little bit and I'm gonna give it a fake shadow behind this brick here, because I noticed that if you look really closely, it still shows that like, that like tan which I don't want. So we'll go like this. And we'll give it a fake black shadow. No one will ever know. This is so much more fun than pixel art. This is so much more fun than pixel art. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm just a hater. Okay, there we go. Then we gotta do the door and the sign. That's looking pretty good. If I do say so myself, that's looking pretty good. All right, real quick, I'm gonna have to send you to brain rot because Atlas got stuck in the freaking bathroom again, so I'll be right back. But enjoy the brain rot. It'll be real quick. No one leave. Sorry about that. Hopefully that was entertaining enough. Okay. I'll look at that in a second. All right, so I can't lie and say that this has a little bit more charm to it. You know what I mean? Here, maybe it's just because some of the bricks are not. They're all super even. Maybe if I like make them a little bit more dramatically different. Like I feel like it's losing a little bit of charm, which obviously I don't want. I want it to keep it. Maybe it's just because it doesn't have. You have an idea. I think it's because there's no ambient occlusion right here. Well, in a lot of different places. Like, why is there no ambient occlusion? What? Where's the ambient occlusion? It should be working on here. There's no reason it should not be working on here. Where is my ambient occlusion? Oh, I don't have it on here. My bad. There we go. Let me just put a ton of it here. There we go. Okay, that looks a little bit better. Does Atlas give voice lines? He does when I'm recording temporary Lucy dialogue, and I don't want him to be barking, but he's barking in the background. He absolutely does then. But besides that, no, he doesn't have any voice lines, unfortunately. Maybe he should though. Maybe, you know what, if I ever add a dog into Venge, I will give him a voice line. Alright, we're gonna go here, with the white trim here, and then for the door, let's go and make a door material, which maybe we could just keep it simple and have it be brown. Just like that. And then let's get a little door handle. Just like this. Oh gosh. Here we go. Put the door handle right here. There we go. And then, what else does it need? Well, we gotta fix the signs, which I kind of have a clever idea for how we could do that. What we're gonna do is for the signs, we're literally just gonna use this texture here because I think the texture works great. OG Trojan. Grab that texture real quick. It's under textures, 2D. All right, there we go. And we'll assign these two to the original Trojan. All right, perfect. Ooh, look at the inception going on. Oh, my thing crashed again. That's dumb. Look at that inception. Ooh, spooky. All right, we'll put this right here. And we'll put this right here. And then we'll have it not do any. Boom. How's that looking? What do we think about that? Okay, first of all, two things. This brick needs a bevel. I think that's kind of important. Ooh, maybe not that much. But I think this brick absolutely needs a bevel. So maybe we'll go like this. Help give it a little bit more. And you know what? We'll even rotate some of the bricks like this. I think that'll maybe help a bit. Kind of just break up the monotony, you know what I mean? So if we just go like this, maybe like this. There we go. And maybe we'll grab some of them and we'll push them in a little bit. And others we'll push in a little bit. There we go. Awesome. And then this thing is coming across weird. See what I mean? It's like, it's too noisy. There's no like distinct texture. So I think what we just need to do is just scale this texture down to like this. So then if we look at this from here, much better, except for it looks super ugly now. So let me try going like this. Which will give it that curved pattern we want, like that. And then what we'll do is we'll add that color ramp trick to get rid of some of that detail. Just like so. Sorry if you can hear Alice in the background barking. He wants to go outside, but he's been outside like 80 bajillion times and he just goes outside to bark. So he's gonna have to wait. Alright, and then we'll kind of throw in a few different colors here. Do a constant. Just like what we did before. Except for those are horrible colors. They look horrible. That looks better. I didn't even mean to do that. That looks better. Okay, there we go. And we'll change the desaturate it a little bit. Okay, there we go. Will we put this in the game on stream? That's the plan. I hope so. I think we can, because it'll just be swapping textures, so it should be super straightforward, hopefully. Okay. I do want to adjust the UVs a tiny bit, because it looks like they're stretching in a weird way. Alright, there we go. Maybe adjust them a tiny bit, just like that. Perfect! Alright, let's see how this looks. Boom! Awesome, awesome. I think that looks good. Columbi devlog? Well, do you guys want to know a secret? I do have a secret that I haven't said anywhere else. I have been making a devlog this whole time for Columbi, so I'm pretty excited about that. I've been working on it maybe for, well, ever since I started working on Columbi, really. And it should be comprehensive, so it should cover the entire thing. But ever since the first teaser image that I screenshotted a few weeks ago, I've been working on devlog. And I've been doing it in a new way too, so the quality should hopefully be better. Because normally when I do a devlog, I just kind of record it, and then I record everything in the process, and then I just slap all the clips together. But for this devlog, I've been recording everything silently, and then I'm gonna plan on doing a voiceover at the very end. So the audio quality will be consistent. Yeah, see, I used to do devlogs every week or every other week, but the problem is that the only way to really do that reasonably would be to have the live stream be part of the devlog, and that worked, but it ended up permanently killing my live stream performance because people wouldn't watch the live streams, they would just watch the devlog. Which is not how I thought it would go, so I stopped doing it. But I really did like that format, and I think if I can find a way to bring it back, I will, because it was super easy, like doing like the before, medium, and after. So I don't know, but yeah, I would love to do more weekly devlogs, because they also did really good numbers for the channel. All right, I'm gonna add a little bit of noise to this thing right here, just so that we can get a bit of variety with the pixel colors. This looks great. This looks awesome. I love this. This looks really nice. All right, but I do want to work on the lighting a bit. You simp for every character except for the child. All right, I want to get rid of the white sun, like this, and then I'm also gonna make this dimmer. Alright. Well, but that made it way too dark. That's cool that it cycles between all those colors, actually. That's pretty interesting. Okay, this looks like a good a good thing. And then if I want the shadows to be a little bit sharper. All right, how does this look? Nice, nice. I love this. This looks really nice. And I like this blue. I think it's gonna look really nice with the sun or with the lighting. I think I will eventually do procedural lighting, but maybe I'll save that for a future. Maybe that could be like maybe that could be like an experiment, like one of those experiment videos. Alice, listen. I'm working right now, buddy. I can't help you outside. Plus you're okay. You don't need to go outside. You went outside before we started. Yeah. How about you chew your bone? That sounds like fun, right? This dog is always doing the most. Okay. What do we think? Do we like it? Do we like it? I think this looks really nice. Then I'm gonna add a little bit more of the lighting to the brick here. Just like this. Except for I'm gonna turn this down a bit. See, this is something I could just never do with pixel art because I'm just not as good. And I wish I had the money to hire someone because that would be like the ultimate best, but I really don't. Which is why your super chats are actually so helpful because they make it possible to do more awesome stuff. Like doing the, what's it called? When I had Xianth, I think that's how I pronounce it. I'm so sorry if it's still wrong. Do the cartoon for Act 1. That was super cool. And that was all made possible because of you guys. And also the Patreons too. Shout out to the Patreons. You guys are the real ones. They are so awesome, even though I continuously miss, you know, deadlines and whatever. You're adding all these micro details that are gonna get crushed with the Yeah, you're right, but you know what? It'll help with the vibe. Okay. Listen, buddy. I'm sorry I can't play right now. We'll play after I'm done, okay? He is so cute. You know what? Let me show you a picture of what this dog is doing right now. Okay. Here, Alice. Actually, no, it's fine. I already got a picture here. Let me show you. Let me show you what this dog is doing. He has this snake toy that we got from like a pet store, and it's like this 5-foot-long snake, and he loves the snake so much. This snake is his absolute. This snake is his child. He loves the snake. And so whenever he wants to play, he always grabs the snake and he like gets the snake wrapped around his body because it's so big. Here, let me show you what he's doing right now. Let me open this up. All right, ready? This is what it looks like. This is what I'm seeing when I look down. Little stinker. He's so cute. Anyway, okay. All right. Yeah, I know. We'll play when I'm done, okay? Just got a little bit more time. Yeah, why don't you chew your bone? That sounds like fun. Or go play with Juni. Yeah. All right. Cool, cool. You know what I would love to do though? I don't know how possible this would be, but theoretically, what if I introduce depth of field? And here's why. Here's why. So if I put like a focus point, I know it's so fun, huh? Your snake is so fun. Okay, if I introduce depth of field here, I need to be careful because I have a tendency to go far too much with depth of field and make it look all blurry and crazy and stuff. But hear me out. Because if I add depth of field here, and then I make it like super not crazy, right? Like you can't even tell. Here we go. You can't even tell, right? Sorry, I slipped into my Atlas talk for that. I didn't mean to do that. But then what I can do is I can grab these guys, these little house pieces, and because it's an orthographic projection, I can scoot them all the way back and make them out of focus. Boom! Check that out, check that out. And so then I can fake the depth by bringing them to different levels. Is that not genius? Is that not genius? All right, there we go. I think that looks great. Okay, one more thing I want to do, and then we're gonna be done with this. I want to make a little tiny pole. Revolutionary, I know. I'm gonna get overwhelmingly positive on Steam just for that alone. I know. Yeah. All right. And I'm gonna add little sticks holding all this up. I feel like it's this is like what's gonna help with the charm, you know, if there's all this tiny details. I mean, I'm mainly also just doing this because I don't have to worry about performance, because all of this is just you know, a picture. I really want to make a game that's just entirely 2D sprites. I just haven't found a reason yet. All right, there we go. Also, do you guys want to hear something that I'm thinking about, and maybe I can get your opinions on? See, like, look, see, like, ooh, I should upload the cartoons from Act 1. That's a good point, especially because they have relevance with Act 2. I don't know if you knew that, but look, I'm having the little light peek out to add that little texture. Ooh, it's good, it's good, it's good. Anyway, I'm thinking about doing something that's potentially a little bit more controversial. So I'm at the point where I'm working on Columbi, right? And the Columbi music was made 5 years ago at this point. Right? Made 5 years ago at this point. Part of the process, Venge uses dynamic music pretty much everywhere. Every single time you hear music in Venge, the vast majority of the time it's dynamic, because I love dynamic music. Ooh, look at the quality! Look at the quality! Oh my gosh, it looks so good. It looks so good. Except for this door looks awful. Anyway, so I use dynamic music, right? The problem with the fact that the song was written 5 years ago and produced 5 years ago is I still have the file, right? I still have the file for Clashing Chairs, but a lot of the instruments I used are outdated, as in, like, I don't have them anymore because, you know, I've transferred computers 7 times and this and that, right? So when I get the music, sorry, I didn't mean to punch you. When I get the music in the game, I will have to replace some of the instruments with new ones. Which might sound better, might sound worse, I don't know. But I'm just kind of thinking, maybe I just redo it. Like, maybe I just redo, not redo the songs and start from scratch, but like, I already have the melody, the music, the actual written music. Sounds really great. It's really well done, in my opinion. I mean, obviously. And I'm really proud of it. That's not gonna change. But, I'm talking about like the production. Like, I'll play it right now. I'll play the newest version because it's the newest version is a little bit better than the old version. Like, just for context, let me play the very, very, very first ever version of Clashing Chairs. And when I made this version, I was like showing all of my friends and I was like, oh my gosh, this what's it called? This version of Clashing Chairs is so good, it hits so hard, right? Are you ready for it? That's it. Nothing special. It's so quiet. It's so muted. Like, it has no sense of scale, right? Like, I'm not listening to this and I'm like, wow, like being blown away, right? It's iconic, right? So then, like, compare that to like, all right, so here's the newest version, right? This is like the latest version. Oh, I wouldn't change the melody. The melody's iconic. So here's the latest version. And it's better. It has, you know, stronger synths and it has, you know, more juice to it, but it's still not like that bass could hit a lot harder. And the chorus is a bit better. Like, that, like, feels like, you know, fulfilling. And it, like, it has a lot of, like, what's it called? You know, it fills a space, but it just, something about it is just muted. You hear a little voice in the background. What do you mean you hear a little voice in the background? I'm by myself. Oh my gosh, is my, like, house haunted or something? I don't know. So, like, let's compare that for a second to, let me see if I can find it. Like, let's compare that to one of my newer songs that I've made, right? And I actually lost this file, so it's gonna kind of be a sad moment here. But if we compare it to, this. Which is like a similar style. Can you hear how it like kind of fills up the space a little bit more? You know? But that's like not the best example. Or another good example is the iconic, one of my favorite songs. Let me find it real quick. This guy right here. This is the best song in terms of production I've ever made. And I will fight you on that. Like the production on this song. Do you see how like full it sounds? You know what I mean? There's so much going on. It's very full. I could do that with Clashing Chairs, but the problem is I would have to basically restart the production of the song. And so I'm kind of toying with it, and I think I should do it. It would sound the same. It would still have like that iconic like synths, because most of those synths from what I remember I still have. I know. You only got distracted for like 5 minutes, huh? Do you think you could wait another little bit, buddy? Huh? Is that okay? And we'll play afterwards, I promise. Yeah. But that's just what I'm thinking. So I don't know. I think I probably will. I think I kind of have to. Because I need to make dynamic music for this. So okay, anyway, sorry, that was a lot of yapping, but here we go. Ugh, this is so gross. 1 second, sorry. So it looks like the key to this thing is making small textures. That's how I achieve success with this. It just has to be very small like this. Don't growl at me. That's not nice. That's not gonna get you what you want, buddy. Dubbed Elemental? Dubbed Elemental is perfect. I love Dubbed Elemental, though I may not have all of the instruments for that one. I'm not sure, but I'll check. But that one I still have the files for. Did you hear that? He agreed with me. Okay, this looks good. Now, the finishing touches are, let's grab this grass here. And we're gonna move this over. Let's redub the element. What did he meow? He's part husky. Ah, this no trash. No trash. Whatever. He's part husky, so he has that like vocalization. This stupid thing keeps leaving me. There we go. Okay. That was this. He like went ow. Nah, he does it all the time whenever he wants something. Okay. So now we're gonna add the little grass things, just so it'll blend into the block better. Boom. All right. Final image. Render. Beautiful. Beautiful! I love it. I love it. I think that looks so good. Wait! Sorry. I need to stop yelling. Okay. Watch this. Because we don't need to do this, or because we're rendering it in 3D. Look, I can add lights. I totally forgot about this. I can add lights. Like as if it's coming from the light itself. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. Sorry. That was not worth yelling into the microphone over. Okay. Here we go. Oh, it looks so good. Oh my gosh. Ooh, and the shadows that we get. Oh my gosh, it looks amazing. And we can add it as like orange. Boom, revolutionary cinema right here. Ooh. Actually, I need to make it dimmer. There we go, make it slightly dimmer. But now I need a light source, because then players are going to look at that and be like, where's the light source? I literally had that happen. Well, oops, I did not mean to type in there. Why'd you lock yourself in here, Alice? You stinker. Alright, we need to add a light source, otherwise I'm going to get negative reviews about it. So, watch. It'll be real quick, don't worry guys, don't worry. We'll just add a little black thing. This is what he does all the time, every single day. He just we must have just not trained him well enough as a puppy to have fun with himself. He doesn't need us to constantly entertain him. Alright, there we go. Okay. Boom. Perfect. Beautiful. 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 Perfect. Beautiful. Perfect. Beautiful. Perfect. The random volumetrics in the flip world, they look beautiful. I love the volumetrics in the flip world. Oh, they look ugly, kinda. Well, I don't know. They look a little ugly, but they also like kinda look good. I think I'm just gonna turn down the reflectiveness. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Okay, there we go. There we go. Boom! Beautiful. 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 Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. We should add an Easter egg. Watch this. Watch this. Ready? We should add an Easter egg. Why not? What should we add? What should we add? First thing in the chat, someone says that's a part of Venge. First thing in the chat, I'll add it. Atlas? Okay, you know what? Fine. We'll add Atlas. All right, so that's gonna involve me taking a... I love that everyone just simultaneously said that. All right, I'm gonna have to go to brain rot for a second while I take a picture of him. That'll be a funny picture that we can put in. And I'll be right back. No one leave, all right? I'll watch the numbers. No one leave. Sorry, that took a little longer than I thought. All right, here's the picture. It's a beautiful picture. This is exactly, also, I love that the brain rot screen just slowly, like, gets out of sync with itself the longer it goes. It's great. All right, anyway, what we're gonna do is, I'm going to, where did I throw the picture? I chose one of Atlas's, I have a cat, yeah, I have a cat and a dog. I have Junie and Atlas. Junie's the cat and, or no, yeah, Junie's the cat, Atlas is the dog, obviously. But anyway, so, Atlas is known for being super photogenic, and this is his most photogenic picture that he has to date. So. I didn't expect it to be this stretched. That's actually so funny. So this is a picture that we're gonna use. His most photogenic picture. All right, beautiful. All right, we're gonna figure out a way to throw this in here. I don't know how in the world. Okay, we're gonna use, obviously it's gonna be in the background a little bit, but I think we could just throw it onto here. It's like this, kinda. And you'll just see his little eyes. You won't be able to see it very well, but maybe we'll see. We gotta move it further back. There's no way. Okay, I need to also make it glow less too. We'll do it like that. So I don't want it to be super obvious. People are like, what is that? But I want it to, like, you know, if you know, you know. Okay, it can't glow all the way, I guess. It has to be like, there we go. All right, it's official. This thing right here, which actually is pretty obvious, but this thing is this picture. Wonderful, beautiful, perfect. What more do you need to say? All right, awesome. This is actually super fun to make. I have not had this much fun modeling in a long time. Wow. And I feel like that turned out really well. Okay, now one thing we do, we need to fix these textures because they're all black now. They were not ready for the new lighting. So let me do that real quick. I just gotta... increase the saturation, maybe? Oh, it's gotta be that. Can I fix them? You know what? Maybe what we just need to do is just give them their own dedicated light. Just like that. There we go. Just to get a bit nicer color. Well, it's still a little too dark. There we go. We'll go like this. And just make sure we get good coverage of them all. So for now, it's a little too bright. Oh no, he's bringing me another toy. He has really funny logic when it comes to playing with toys. Because, like, he will bring me a toy and then I'll be like, oh, I can't because I'm working or I'm doing whatever. And then he's like, in his mind, he's like, oh, okay. So then he goes and he grabs a different toy. Like, as if the problem was that I didn't want to play with that toy, but I'm down to play with a different toy. It's like, oh, okay, he didn't want to play with this toy, so let me go grab a different toy. He wants to play with that toy instead. And he just keeps bringing me toys over and over and over and over and over until I finally play with it. All right, let's make sure these colors match. Looks like they do, roughly. Awesome! Perfect. So, I think we are ready to put in the game. Wonderful. I feel like this is a good strong start. So, let me export this. So we're gonna save this as... We can delete that one. We're gonna save this as Trojan horse. Tile map. We're gonna put this in the game. It won't look the best because it's gonna be a mix of styles. But then after we do that, then I'll show you the gameplay scene. And then I gotta go play with Alice. Alright, this is the building map. Perfect, alright. Let's open this up. Make sure we're not gonna show any spoilers. Let me go and grab one. Go here. Alright. And where's my files? Here they are. Let me grab them. Games, textures. I put them under sets because they're technically the set of Trojan horse. It's a little bit of a stretch, but you know, it'll have to do. All right. Come on, load. Here we go. All right, perfect. So we'll put this in here. Beautiful. And we're gonna turn the size. We want no filter. It's gonna be sprites. Okay. Perfect. All right, let's grab this one and we're gonna open up the sprite editor. And we're gonna do slice on import type. Let's do automatic. Let's see what it comes up with. Nice, easy. Apply. Awesome. All right, we got our building. So let's replace this building right here in the background. Let's see how this goes. Please work. Easy. Oh, I was like, whoa, did it even change? You couldn't even tell. Here, I'll show you in a second. Wow, that actually blends in really well. Holy crap. Wow, I did a great job. Holy crap, I did a great job, guys. Wow. That blended in so well. I couldn't even see it. You can't really see it on this screen, but I'll show you in a second. Or actually, I'll just flip the screen. Look. Can you even tell? Can you even tell I switched it? Like besides the size difference, but watch, look. Oh, I guess that was a bad example. But like, here's the old one. Oh, I guess you can tell, but like, I couldn't tell. That looks significantly better. Watch, ready? So this is the old one. This is the new one. Significantly better. Does it not? That looks so good. That looks so good. And it looks kind of like the Venge style too, which I love. Like this looks like... Yeah, I love that. I love that. I think that looks incredible. That looks so great. Well, it's got me really excited actually for all the materials we're gonna do. Okay, so. All right, so now what we're gonna do is let's open this one up. I know, I'm so proud of that. That actually looks really nice. All right, this is gonna be cell size. Wow, they figured that out for me automatically. Thank you, Unity. That was so nice of you. All right, perfect. So we got our tiles here. Got nothing. Tile map 1, tile map 2. Beautiful. All right, I don't know why it made so many, but whatever. Okay, now how do I replace this? I don't know how to replace these textures. Because I don't want to have to repaint them all. Oh, I think I just go here and then I just replace you with you. And then you with you. Is that it? Did it change? Did it change? I can't tell. I can't tell if it changed or not. Wait a second, what? Hold on, we might have to repaint this. Alright, one second. I don't think it changed. Open top palette. Where did it put them? I don't see the changes. Oh no, he got his duck. It's over for me. He got his duck. Where did it put the new ones? Do I have to like do this manually? Hold on a second. Can you tell that I don't do this very often? See, it put him in here. Like, look, if we look here. Maybe you guys, someone who's done 2D Unity before, it put them in here, which is good. That's what we want. We don't want any filtering here. Now, where did the tile go? Excuse me? How do I get it? No, what do I do? Oh, I think I gotta replace it. So like I gotta select this one. And then how does this work? Where am I getting this one from? What? Wait a second. Someone help me. How do I do this? How do I do this? Someone help me. How do I do this? I don't know how to do this. I want to like how do I because I can see my tiles here. How do I like replace this one? I gotta add some new ones. Okay, how do I add a new one? This is embarrassing. I should have done some research on this. I totally forgot how to add a new one. Default map. Okay, you know what? We're gonna look this up. Unity replace tile texture. How do I update a tile set? Okay. Ooh, that's a lot of information. I don't want to read all of that. Add to tile palette. All right, where's my tile palette? Oh, you brought your stick toy. Wow. I know, that's so fun. He has this massive toy that's like super big, and it's like one of his favorite toys, and he brought it all the way to me. He's like, oh, you want to play with that one? All right. Hold on, I just lost. No. Oh my gosh, this is a disaster. This is going horribly. How do I do this? So okay, open the tile palette. Here's my tile palette. What does this do? Oh, okay, so I can add new ones, and I assume I can delete ones somehow. But where's the object for this? Good night. All right, sounds good. Are you looking up a tutorial, or do you want me to? Well, I don't know. I really want this in the game. Hold on. Sorry, this is probably like the most boring thing ever. I just opened up YouTube and it said one person watching. Girl, that's crazy. All right. Is it in here somewhere? Really, menu. How do I do this? See, I have this main one here. I don't know, YouTube fluctuates all the time. I'm not too worried about it. What in the world? How do I do this? Maybe generated palettes? Oh, it's in here, I think. Oh yeah, there we go, I think. Yeah, look, see? There we go. I think we're onto something now. So, stone top. If we replace it with Trojan horse. There we go! Oh, shoot, that does not fit. Okay. That does not fit at all. Alright, well, okay. One second, I gotta see. Trojan horse. All right, well, let me replace all of these with that. And then let me grab the stone one. Trojan horse. Okay, there we go. All right, well, you know what? We got the tiles now. That's good. That's good, that's good. All right, now how do we get them to scale correctly? Collider type, grid. Sprite editor, maybe? No, the sprites look the right size. How? Why are they different sizes? What in the world? Boo boo. How do I make these bigger? Okay, so here, let me try this. So if I go grid, right? And then I go open tile palette. Oh, it made them smaller in here. So how do I make them bigger in here? Can I select you? I wish there was like settings. Rotate? Okay, I can rotate you. How do I rotate you back? Oh, I see, okay. But how do I rotate back? There we go, okay. How do I make you bigger? Okay, I think I need to edit it inside of this here. So somewhere in here is the problem. I bet it's this. I don't understand. Hold on. Let me Google this. Unity tile map. Tile 2. Resizing tiles, okay. Oh, here we go, exactly, okay. So, it looks like you have pixels per unit on my sprite and the inspector the same size as a tile grid. Gotcha. Okay, so, if we go to the tile grid, then we have to go, well, let's go to the sprite first. So this sprite, the pixels per unit, 16. Okay, then I bet on this one. It's not 16. Yep, it's 100. All right. Bingo! Oh, that's too big now. 32? 64? There's a tiny gap! No! Why? 63. Boom! You know what? That looks good. That looks good. You know what? That looks fine. Alright, let's see it in game. It's gonna look a little bunk because we're not fully in the new style yet, but we'll see how this looks. Alright, ready? Here we go. Let me unmute this. Okay, you know what? I see the vision. This house looks great. Like, let's see. If I move this up a tiny bit, because I know it's a little off. Let me reload the game 1 second. If I move this up a tiny bit like that. Actually, no, it's good where it's at. Right, let me try it again. Okay, ready? Alright, here we go. And yes, so okay, so first of all, the stone tile doesn't match this, and it's not 100% seamless, which is annoying. But you know what? That doesn't look half bad. I think once this whole thing looks good, it'll work out really well. Cool. Well, that marks the end of our Trojan horse adventure. Alrighty, so now there's like barely any of you left, but what do you guys want to see? Would you rather see a segment with Columbi where I show off all of the Columbi features? You want me to let the song play? Okay, I'll let the song play. Then do an everyone ping. I already did one, so I can't do another one. Would you rather see Columbi segment or a new Act 2 segment with like Lucy and stuff? And it would be like something that's like in the game already, kind of. What would you rather see? We'll do a poll just to make it easier. So Columbi showcase or Act 2 segment. Now I will warn you, the Act 2 segment is not fully done, and it doesn't have the voice lines, so it's just my temporary voice lines. And it's only about 30 seconds long. That's all I can show. But Oh, it's not even a contest, it's 100% of people. Okay, well, you know what? Alright, that sounds good. Alright, we'll do that then. Alrighty. So, in that case, I'm gonna send you to the BRB screen, and I'm gonna get it all set up. No one leave yet, and I'll be right back. Alrighty. So, we are ready. Now, I will warn you, it does have my temporary voice line, so it's gonna sound a little weird, and it's gonna sound a little embarrassing for me, so try not to make fun of me too hard. But here we go with the snippet. So hopefully you enjoy it. I think it's pretty cool. Let me load this up and make sure we're not gonna get any spoilers. Oh, I didn't even start it. Whoops, my bad. Okay. And then another thing, well, okay, whoops, that wasn't supposed to show right there, but you know what? It's fine. Another thing, Lucy is a floating head. Don't worry about that. It's a thing. It's a thing. So, all right, you guys ready? Here we go. Here, we got a big old slowpoke loser. Did you get a chance to water the flowers on the way? Sorry, that was mean. Anyway, get on. This thing is so fun. I had this built. Sorry. I built this minecart system to travel across all of the districts completely discreetly. No one will even know. Anyway, come on, get on. It'll be so fun. Ready, set, adventure awaits. And there we go, that's all I can show you. It's nothing that crazy, it's just a few little snippet, but I really love the mechanics of how it moves. It's really cool. And yeah, Lucy is she can be a little feisty, but hopefully you guys enjoyed that. And then this would load into the minecart segment. But I'm just really proud of that whole like the steam and all the sound effects and stuff. But I think that wraps up everything I could show you guys. So hopefully you enjoyed. If there's nothing else, I think, yeah, the adventure motif. It's the main song too, the one that I wrote a long time ago. But that's about it. That's all I have for today. So hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to watch all the videos. I'm trying to post more shorts, so make sure to watch those when they come out. And I'll hopefully get the devlog for Columbi out pretty soon. Anyway, I will see you all a little later, and goodbye. Thank you all so much, and thank you to everyone who super chatted. All right, see ya.